Spiritual war is raging all across America. And sadly, most Christians are pretending that it doesn't exist. And that means that righteousness is taking a beating. Only a few years ago, my friends and I were traveling the country from Florida to California, speaking to rallies of America's God and country men and women. The Tea Party was standing by the thousands to challenge the corruption of Washington, D.C. The Tea Party removed over 700 dirty politicians from office, and they were steering America back onto the path of moral decency, law and order. But for some reason, there are no more rallies. We have lost our rallies. I cannot explain that. The COVID-19 lockdown certainly disrupted God and country gatherings, but considering that those lockdowns were criminally unconstitutional, exactly what those rallies were fighting against, we should have doubled the number of patriotic rallies all across the nation. Well, then something good happened. Coach Mark Prasic of PJNet TV introduced me to Mordecai Mission, and there I found a kindred spirit. William Green is a pastor who sees the big picture, and, like me, he is seriously concerned about the LGBT war on America, the Christian church, and especially our children. Faith in God demands that Christians take a bold stand against wickedness, and Pastor Green is ready to use the Mordecai Mission to bring back the rallies. We the people desperately need righteousness rallies, a public pushback against the wickedness that is sweeping America like a broken sewer pipe. Moral and ethical filth is killing America and waging war on God Almighty. If you're a man or woman of faith, please set your face to bring back the rallies for righteousness. Start by going to MordecaiMission.net and joining. Put your name on the list. Drive a stake right there that says you will stand for righteousness and you will not be intimidated by evil. The number one factor that allows the advance of moral and ethical evil is the intimidation of the Christian church by wicked men and women. God's children have been intimidated into silence by the hounds of hell, and that is disgraceful. Now, I don't mean to be cruel here, but the Christian church in America needs a gigantic kick in the rear. Revelation 21:4 has a list of those who will burn in hell for all eternity, and the very first on that list is the cowardly. God lists the cowardly even before the unbelievers. This is significant. Over 300 times the Bible tells us, implores us, and commands us, do not be afraid. Being cowardly is when people allow fear to override their duty to God, and their fear silences their testimony. Today, there is no more fearsome foe than the homosexual militants that are rising up to seize power in the USA. They are the greatest threat to the Christian church, and they are coming for the children. And if the Christian church won't take a stand for the children, who will? Join the Mordecai Mission and prepare yourself to enter into spiritual warfare like never before. This is Wild Bill for America. Thank you for watching, and America bless God again.